Hello, welcome to the people watching this on YouTube. We're currently live. It's the first live stream of the year. I've been putting a lot of regular episodes lately, so you can't complain that there's just going to be a particularly long one. What I'm planning on getting done to some degree, probably not going to finish it, but start filling up this neighborhood right here has been sort of bothering me, for a while. We also have the new trams that actually have a new tram, but there's another model that's coming up. Actually, the next video that should be released after this one, it's like a little tram tour, so stay tuned for that. If you want to watch it now on early access, well, you can look it up in the description how to get early access. There's multiple ways. Yeah, I want to start working on this area so that we can sort of start filling in the gaps. I mean, if I show you Nydal at a terrible frame rate, this is pretty much all complete. This is pretty much all complete as well. I think I want to do a little bit of work here, but we'll see. There's still some amount of work that needs to be done here. And then we have a choice to whether or not, well, I guess there's still some unfinished business in this area as well, but we have a choice to like maybe expand a little bit, just have like maybe like a tiny neighborhood of sorts like in this area, perhaps. I'm not entirely sure. This project is already getting a little bit too long, but just giving you, taking advantage of this format to give you a bit of a broad strokes idea on where we're at in the entire development of this project. So yeah, pretty exciting things. Did you ever finish the dam area? I would say it's like 80% finished. I would still, go back and do a few things. I can show you real quick. This is where we're at. Man, there's so many ugly vehicles now that I don't have AVO enabled. I really need to figure out how to get it, like the new version, the industry's version, to run, because I was getting the index out of array error that's like so generic that doesn't really tell you what to do. Yeah, the dam area, there's this road that doesn't connect to anything. I might actually turn this into not a road and just simply put some plumbable asphalt on top and make it so that it's not a road. That way I don't have to connect it on the other side. But, there's still some tweaks that I want to make here. Maybe this lake should be a little bit bigger. It doesn't really make sense that you're going to have this like elbow around here. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But for the time being, I want to get this part done. So we're basically going to be extending this sort of house types pretty much throughout. But before we do that, let's get some medium density buildings here, because obviously we're right by an avenue that has a lot of mass transit. Let me start the simulation. Not that that will cripple the performance any worse. Yeah. I'm really excited with how this whole thing is sort of coming out. A viewer, when I put together this neighborhood, which is going to basically be sharing the same aesthetic as this one, suggested that I should add some flags in some of these buildings as if they were embassies. So maybe we'll do some of that. But yeah, let's get started with some grovels that are, I guess we need some commercial demand. Actually, we need some office demand. Now that we have everything is fixed. For a while, for the longest time, we had flying cars. For the longest time we had just crippled RCI metrics because of vehicles. It was just a combination of AVO and like vehicle limits and all that stuff was preventing things from working in the city. So all that's fixed now. But like, this is a nice little building. I kind of want to have somewhere. What about this one? Kind of sort of sticks to the theme of like semi-tall buildings in this area, so let's see if we can somehow make it look nice. And I'm using another beta version of Move It that was released like a day or two ago, so we'll see how it works. I don't know if Cuboid is in the chat, but I guess we'll find out. So perhaps we can move this here. Maybe, is there like a better spot that we can put this? Maybe if we align it back to this road, and perhaps get it diagonally like that. Actually, no, I don't like that because of reasons. Actually, maybe this building should be facing this side of the road instead, and then we can do like a little parklet in this area, and then we can just have more buildings over on that side. Trees are kind of out of play, so this is the problem with manually fixing trees, given the planters that the road has. You see, like now there's like no planter on this side, so I guess we'll get rid of that, which kind of sucks because I wish we had more trees on this stretch of road. But yeah, whenever you like upgrade or move or do anything to these sort of roads, then the little planters that come with are gone. What is going on with all these flying cars? And I've noticed this a lot. They just go fly there and then park. Yeah, there you go. Like, what's up with that? Nobody knows. There's like a beeping sound in the background, or is it just me? It's possible, because I mean, the beeping sound is probably this. It's just it's like a weird thing from the game. I don't know what sound that's supposed to be, but it's from the game. Let's see if we can find some offices. Ooh, my battery's dying. That's great. Actually, let's just, let me see if I can just plug it in real quick. Do I have cable? I do have cable. Actually, it's been complaining about battery levels since like yesterday or the day before, so my bad. And also, I switched to a mechanical keyboard like less than 48 hours ago, so it might get a little louder on that regard as well. But man, it's so satisfying to type on. Okay, let's see. I guess we don't have a lot of choices in terms of custom offices, you know, aside from putting down these like massive buildings, which I don't want to do, but maybe we can go for some of these Titan ones. Can we do like a full row of these? Let's see how they look like. They're all very similar, so I might want to mix them up with something else. This one's nice. I feel like the architecture style of Nydal is just all over the place these days. Like you have some German buildings, some French buildings, some like Swedish buildings, some like Scandinavian buildings, I guess is what I was trying to say. These are nice. I might want to mix them up a bit so they're not all like the same. I've been waiting a long time for this notification. I thought it was Twitch not giving out notifications. I was just not streaming. Yeah, I was just not streaming. My bad. I've been super busy. And sometimes it's just actually like faster to like put together a video and release it. And people like actually complain less when I release those kinds of videos. So I've been sort of prioritizing that, but I definitely I like streaming a lot. So, the main reason why I'm streaming today is because I'm going to be out of the country next week, just for the week. And, I don't have enough video scheduled. So this is going to be one of them. I heard a notification from Oakloon. Hey, how's it going? As usual, watching Well Deserved sub. Thanks for the good work in CS. Well, thank you for the sub. As a reminder to everyone, I know I've been like shamelessly self-promoting things pretty much since I started, but if you're a Twitch sub and if you have a Discord account, you can get early access to my videos. There's like instructions below this video player. And if you're watching this on YouTube, there's also instructions on YouTube. So you can use your free Twitch Prime sub in order to watch. Right now, there's 2 videos on early access. So yeah, just have to have a Discord account. Or you can just go to my Patreon page, sorry. These are actually pretty different, so I'm gonna keep those. And at this point, let's just switch to some of the vanilla ones. This building is not the best. This one, I guess is fine. This one, yeah, will work in that corner. I need to get rid of some of these signs. Actually, I don't mind these signs too much. Yeah, that's like a nice little stretch of road. I'm okay with that. Actually, you know what we can do? We will do the following. Let me select some decals and some trees. Let's hide that. And let's see if we can like add a couple of these. I think they need to be like on the edge of the curve, so let's move them. I think that looks slightly nicer. And I kind of want to terrain conform, or not, or not. Or I guess, yeah, no, I definitely want to terrain conform. I might have to bring those decals up because they're getting sort of lost in there. Also, the tree is like not super centered, so do not mind that. There we go. So if I do, what was the combination of keys? No, that's rotate, which I don't want. I know there's like a, ooh, what was that? It's like zooming in. Hang on, let's get rid of the tree selection. I want to put this in place. I know there's like a fine-tuning key combo that you can do now, which is kind of dangerous because if I use that everywhere, like I'll never get anything done. Like I'm going for like, yeah, it mostly looks like this tree is in the right planter, even though it's a little bit oversized, but it's fine. So those two worked fine. Maybe we can copy these instead. Actually, I only want to add one more tree. Maybe let's just fix this slightly. I really miss that I used to be able to escape move it mode without having to go to like the main menu. I don't know what changed. You see, like I'm always like going to this menu. Is that Nydal? It is Nydal. It's Nydal Live, which is the better Nydal. Page up, page up. How loud are these keystrokes now? Why is it not coming up? Maybe this should be aligned to that. There we go, that's easier. All right, so those are some nice trees. Frame rate is awful, I know. It's not annoyingly loud, okay. Just mildly annoyingly loud. That's good enough. So let's grab this building, rotate it, and maybe have it meet this here. We will probably have to raise this up a touch, so maybe by like another floor perhaps, and then we'll bring the road down. That could potentially work. Might be a bit too much, but actually it's not too bad. And that is gonna help us get a better like park around this tower, even though the tower kind of looks out of place now. I have a better idea here. Let's grab this tower, rotate it back, maybe move it closer to here. Kind of want to sandwich it between these two buildings somehow. So like this. But, you know, like on this road. Maybe this one should probably be like extended a bit further out. Actually, I'm not really feeling this. All right, change of plans. So let's bring this here, because I do like this corner buildings, even though they're vanilla AF. Machi says, I want to say you produce your videos. Always happy when one pops up. Thank you. Much appreciated. I really enjoy making videos, so put a lot of effort into them. And I basically make videos that I personally would watch. So I do basically the opposite of what I hate when I watch other people's videos. Oh, here's an interesting spot for this. This may work. So now I have like a nice clear area for this weird tower. It's tricky because you don't have like flat edges on these sort of buildings, so you really can't sort of clip them with one another without I don't know, without overlapping them in weird ways that you may not necessarily want to. Can we get another one of these Titan buildings, but that's more like a corner? Yes. So this could work. Let's move this out of the way just for a second. See if we can improve this area, because maybe we don't need that tall building. And this is another good one, but this one should probably be aligned to that. Okay, let's completely move that out of the way. It's like playing Tetris with buildings. Maybe we can do that. Oh, I really like this. So we have a bit of an alleyway there. And then we have this area for some kind of a park. I want to align it to that. There we go. All right, so now we have these weird buildings that don't look particularly great as they are, but perhaps we can somehow... Hey, Cuboid, how's it going? We're just talking about you. Is Addis here too? Hey, Addis, how's it going? And Tim the Terrible, holy crap. And Leader of the Monkeys, damn. Welcome, everyone. It's been a long time. Yeah, let's go with this. I mean, the difference in the quality of the textures is just so widely different, but it works out, I think. So let's keep that there. And perhaps we'll get another one of these. Like right there. Okay, so I'm fine with this. Let's increase that. Can we somehow fit this into here now? Like, or would it be like super weird? So maybe this should be like a line there. It's kind of like a weird Art Deco building coming out from like a more classical looking building. Maybe we should PO this building. I mean, it doesn't feel completely out of place, but I'm not feeling it as much. What about somewhere around here? I'm gonna try to move the camera this way so that you get some extra frames per second. Taddy Cup, how's it going? I'm glad I'm streaming again. It's been fun, even though everything's been going downhill since I started. I lost my headphones. Hopefully the video doesn't get like all chopped again. It seems like that touching the cable like fixed it. I should probably check on the cable. I hope it's not the capture card that's like not working super well. Yeah, the more I try to fit this building, the more like it just doesn't work, right? I guess I could just put it right here in this like on this end. You could build a small dedicated road to the tower so it feels more special. Yeah, I could have like a tiny road cutting through here. That could work. Actually, what I would probably do is have a pedestrian road so that way I don't generate another node here, because if I do another node here, it's just gonna cause mayhem. But I just want to make sure if like height-wise this tower kind of fits here, and it seems like it just sticks out like not in a good way. Let's bring this here just for a second. Like, it's a bit too out of place, you know? Yeah, no, I think this tower, while it looks good, it's not good enough. But this works, so maybe you should continue this theme and sort of wrap around. In fact, let's take advantage of some of these buildings that we already have here in this order. And we're just gonna get them over here. Just like that. Let's get everything aligned to that. Fan-freaking-tastic. Actually, let's get these two buildings over on this side, bridging this gap. Actually, do we have like a corner one that we can use here? Because this is sort of a perfect spot to keep this somewhat open. In fact, because we have this node here, we can take advantage of that by doing something like this. So we can bring that there, bring that there, bring all these buildings right about here. Is everything on the same floor? Yes, it is. And then we get one of these bad boys connected there. And we should probably disable collision because I don't want to get rid of the buildings that already plopped. So node, there we go. So we can get something along these lines. I should probably add an extra node in here so that I can have like a little elbow. Elbow is the keyword of the day, in case you didn't know. That works out. I think we should probably align these nodes to that. I think I'm not in on the joke on that emote. But I appreciate it. What do we do here? Do we do this? Oh boy. Actually, I have a better idea. Why don't we do this instead? I have some pedestrian roads, some cobblestone roads. Yeah, this is much better. We need another elbow though. And some elbow grease while we're at it. There we go. That's instant detailing from road networks. That's the kind of detailing I like to do. Minimum effort detailing, basically. Maybe I want this to be aligned to that. Fan-freaking-tastic. Et voila, that looks pretty good. Oh yeah, we talked about a corner building here. Let's see if we can get probably a low or medium density house that's like a corner and like hopefully 1 or 2 tiles long. It's gonna be tricky finding that, but I think we have some. Actually, there's like a Rico thing that I never use because it's in a Rico menu and like I never go there. Yeah, like one of these things. But, I thought I had like a better corner one. This one could potentially work. Does he have like side windows? It does have side windows. So it should be like this. I think we can get rid of this now. Or at least move it away. Why does it look like... Okay. That it wasn't like aligned to this, but it is now. Actually, we can bring this here. Like right up against that. And this could be turned into like a little, you know, like restaurant-y sort of a corner. Okay. Let's get that there, and perhaps align these two over there, and get this there, and maybe that was a little bit too much. Before I start adding details, I kind of want to get pretty much all of the buildings, or at least most of the buildings in place, and then we'll take a pass at making and adding like tiny things here and there. I think that's going to be a better approach. Ooh, that's a big boy building. I was expecting this to be a little smaller. Luxury shopping. I mean, this kind of fits nicely here. Let's see if we can somehow integrate some modern buildings next to some more old school buildings. So I guess the main entrance will be here. Actually, these are all main entrances except, yeah. Probably not the best. Actually, we can maybe move it there. I think this building is meant to have something on top, right? Yeah, no, this looks a bit weird. Let's see, what else do we have? Is this all we have for Rico? What about this? It's a little bit big, but it could work. Kind of fits nice in this corner here. Come on. Go. There we go. This is a pretty steep slope. Not gonna lie. This one is huge, so maybe not. But that one could potentially work over there. Actually, this... Let's move this here. Maybe we can just sandwich this like that. So that works out. And then we can get this to be the, you know, the bridge in the middle of this gap. Something like that. By the way, I recommend if you're watching this on YouTube, watch it at 1.5 or 2 times speed. Not only you'll get a better frame rate, but also it'll go by much faster. You can add a 1 tile white building in there. It's pretty common. The building is blinding. Yeah, some of these buildings are a little bright. I can actually do this for the benefit of everyone watching. That should be more tolerable. I mean, look how much nicer everything looks when it's less bright. It's kind of amazing. All right. So I think I'm gonna continue this row of tiny buildings here. Ideally, I would like to not keep copying and pasting the same sort of buildings. Just for the fun of it, let's add a couple of Rico ones. There we go. And let's go back to Grobles. And I think, yeah, we're gonna take advantage of some of these buildings. This is gonna transition from like slightly medium density to like less medium density, but like also not completely low density. If that makes sense. I know it probably doesn't make sense, but whatever. Am I okay with this? I don't think I am, so I'm gonna fix it. I feel like the sidewalk is... I hate it when you get these like gaps there that are like, ugh, so tricky to fill them. I guess I can like maybe try one of these bad boys. That works almost perfectly, even though we need to still raise this up. It's kind of like, choking in between these two super tall buildings, but it's not bad. Who would want it to go faster? I would. I would not watch this at 1x speed. I watch most of my videos, like especially when it's like city building, and that's also one of the reasons why I mean, Nydal, I'm not gonna change it now because it's like almost 60 or 50 episodes in, but for example, this new series, the Transfer Fever 2 series that I'm doing, like I'm no longer adding background music so that it's more friendly to, you know, playing at larger speeds, faster speeds, I guess. All right, so 2 more buildings and we're good to move on. You're going to be the candidate for the last spot. So we have a pretty healthy mix of residential, commercial, and not necessarily industrial, but like office. I think that counts, right? Yeah, industry or offices. Yeah. I think we need a lot more offices in the city. But anyways, that's a big block finished. I mean, sans the details, but you know what I mean. So let's add a couple of these mansions, and I want to keep adding some of these Titan mansions. They look really nice, though it's a little bit of a struggle with the all the props that come associated with it. But they're pretty, and they come in like all kinds of different shapes and colors. So that, you know, makes my job slightly easier. Maybe this one shouldn't be that high up. Actually, these two assets are the same, so let's maybe try a different one. Perhaps this one. But you see, it has all kinds of props that are fine for the most part. Sure would have probably got rid of the trees. Let's maybe move these trees here. And also these ones. I guess I can just do like a little pathway this way. That's nice. Maybe add a couple more of these trees here to sort of hide these imperfections. I know I literally a second ago I said I was not going to add details, but I can't help myself. There we go. And you know what we can do too while we're here? We can extend this hedge. Actually, instead of extending the hedge, let's do a fence. And the fence that I always use in Nydal is pretty much this one. So what I want to do is turn off that, snapping except to angles. Like right about there. And then we can go in and get the segment curve the right way. Fantastic. Grab the node. Select the node and bring it right up against the edge. Hopefully not so bad that people get like stuck in it, but there we go. Oh, and maybe we should like fix this, or maybe I should leave it as it was because clearly it was serving a purpose. Yeah, there's like a lot going on down there. All right, never mind. You know what we can do? Let's just fake it. I'm actually curious. Do you guys use the these like the custom thingies, the custom tags to like find things? I don't think I've ever used them. They look pretty useful. I mean these ones for like typing things, but yeah, I don't think I've ever used them. I know I never used them actually. Come on, auto save. I want to rotate this the other way. And bring it right there. And do the same over here. Okay, now the sidewalk looks more like it's a thing. Maybe at a church on top of the hill, fairly common with churches and hills in Europe. The spires are supposed to be closer to God. Yeah, no. We could. We have a lot of churches in Nydal, but sure, why not? I don't know where it would be. So, like, I think this is the highest point. But, I mean, it would be weird having a church in the middle of a residential neighborhood. That's the one thing I'm not so sure about. But maybe we can have a church somewhere here. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. Let me think about it. Also, I don't know if I have enough new churches that I haven't used yet. I think all of the churches that I have been churched up already. Cubit says I use them. Okay, interesting. I guess I'm not a hardcore player. Like some of you are. Let's get this in here. And this is kind of a park, so actually, you know what? Let's undo that. Let's grab these guys. Set them up here. And then we're gonna put a fence here. So this is where the properties end and the park sort of begins. So actually it should be one of these more private-y fences. Something like that. Maybe if we like nudge this a little bit closer to the hedge, it doesn't squiggle so much. And here we could use like a nice fence to like face, like make people go to the entrance as opposed to cutting through the grass. Actually, that doesn't matter. They can cut through the grass all they want. It's only mildly authoritarian, this mayorship here. It's fine. Awesome. All right. So we got that. Let's just add a few more of these houses then. Ploppables. Oh man, these are some nice assets by Titan. Didn't he just recently had a spotlight on the on like the official City Skylines channel? I think so. You should check him out. So I use this church. I don't think I used this one actually, but like you see, if I put it here, it feels kind of out of place, given what, you know, what I already have. But perhaps we can have it like next to the spark. It will make a bit more sense somehow. Like even there. Everyone's so happy. God just moved into the neighborhood. Actually, here's an idea. Let's do this. Grab the church. It's actually faster to copy and paste than to move it. So let's do that. Let's remove that one. Remove, there we go. So this feels a bit more like, hey, here's the road to the church. And we can have like a giant cemetery here. Yes, I like this idea a lot. So let's get some walls in here. Not these kinds of walls, but other kinds of walls. It was a great video, can recommend. Yeah. Yeah, check him out. I forgot what I was gonna do. Oh yeah, net structures. I want some like fancy rocky walls, and it has to look kind of old-ish, I would say. Okay, wait, here's a better idea. Here's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be great. So first off, if we're gonna have a cemetery, which is something that I just totally think of based on the church suggestion. So we're gonna get rid of all of that. This is gonna be the entire footprint of the church and the cemetery and all that. So maybe we can move the church more like in the center, slightly. We could potentially do this. Oh, I also got these roads that I've never used. I want to use everything. Wait, so let's do this and this. I would like to select perhaps this node and have this be the entrance to the church. I think this is a better one though. There we go. I think we can do that. So now we have like a nice dedicated entrance. I want to have some of these park life gates, but I want to turn them into PO objects just because it's easier to deal with. Where are they? Oh, these are all like cemetery things that we can use. And a big statue that we can put some other place too. But this is what I want. Like one of these. These are some side gates, so we're gonna PO them. And where do we want them? I think I want like some side entrances. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I should probably lay down the actual inner road networks or pedestrian networks. And we're gonna go with these ones. So I'm thinking something like this, perhaps. Kind of want to match some of the angles that we already have. So something like this and like that. And now I'm going to curve them. Like so, and maybe move this node up in here. That works out, I think. Why is there like a... Oh, because the building is kind of pushing it down. I see. I feel like this church is not the right one for what I'm trying to do. Because it's kind of meant to be placed in like an urban environment, clearly given the side walls. Let's see if we have a better church. Or like, I don't know, some other type of, like a mosque or a synagogue or something like that. This one from Ren, I think I already used it. Let me go. No, that's a different one. Where's the other one we have? That's another one. Here's another one. All right, I don't think I used that one. Yeah, let's go for that. Man, the frame rate is just abysmal now. It got significantly worse recently. So yeah, the struggle is real. This one's also kind of nice. It's like semi-compact. And I don't think I've used it either. So let's go with this one actually. And it also kind of matches the shape of these pedestrian paths that we already have. So that's even better. All right, so we got that going. I think we can get rid of that. Actually, let's not do that. That's probably enough. And perhaps do this around these areas. get it all hooked up. Should probably use like a bigger brush. Something like that. And now we're definitely going to use a smaller brush to connect back to the main path. There we go. Can we do a straight line here? So these are going to be fake pedestrian paths, just so you know. Yeah, that's fine. It's easier to find churches close to intersections than regular streets. I mean, this is kind of like its own dedicated intersection to some degree. I feel like for a church this size, this should be slightly higher density. So maybe we'll extend this medium densitiness all the way up to the entrance, and then it's going to be less dense as we sort of venture out. You've missed some payment in the front. Did I? How dare I? So let's PO this thing. This is the road network. Why is PO like a thing they have to toggle? Cuboid? Is that just because most people don't use PO, or you don't use PO as much? Like, what's the logic behind that, if I may ask? I think I want to do this here, and I think we're better off this way. P.O. You're responsible for all my PO-ness, Maddie. I think we're gonna have that connection there and another connection there. I must say that now that Move It supports PO, like, I'm using it way more than I would have otherwise if it didn't. Also need to, like, figure out these roads. Because, like, I don't think these are the roads that I want here. Say no to PO. I'll have it. So now you're part of the PO club. What do we want, and when do we want it? I think this road is better. Just has like nice parking. This one is more like, I don't want the lines though. Can I get something that doesn't have the lines? It's a better suburban sort of road. I guess if we're gonna go with that, might as well do this. Except not. No, this is like too rural. That's too wide. How come I don't have like a nice neighborhood road? That's too narrow. This actually could work with parking, and this one, oops, my bad. This one could actually be the one that we can use pretty much everywhere. Up until that point at least, and I think the rest is fine, but And the same is true for this. So we have a bike lane going all the way to the church and a cemetery. There's a bug in PO. You need to change the color of PO that you copy. Change the color. Otherwise, the new object will be black when you next load the game. Wait, that doesn't make sense. So that's the reason why you have to turn it, like toggle it? Or that's because I always thought that this was just like a UX thing, like, oh, because most people don't have PO, then you have to like go do like an extra step if you do have it. But I don't understand why, like what the difference is if this not being the default. Decals will be invisible. I can't connect these two concepts for some reason. Let's get some walls in here while you guys explain. Select the object in PO and you can set the color. Okay. I never go into this menu, so I don't know. Sure, I believe you. So somewhere here I can change the color. Oh, here. Oh, gorgeous. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Beautiful. Actually, I don't mind it being a little darker. Okay. How is this? Ooh, that's kind of not amazing. Can we fix this somehow? That, I don't think that's better. That's definitely not better. This one's kind of better, but we need to block traffic, which should be fine. Except I want this to be flat. Oh boy, so many compromises. What about this one? This one should work fine too. Never mind. I hate it when these things don't match. I guess I can use the one that I just used, right? Except it doesn't have any like sidewalks, so maybe not. What about this one? You know what? This one's fine. This one has like a better tile work, so we'll stick to this one. This will be fixed in the next PO update. Just copy it with PO. Okay, now I'm like even more confused. But thanks for trying, like, to explain me things. I mean, and I don't mean that ironically. Let's see, how can I get this as close as possible? I guess that's as good as it gets. All right, so we're gonna have to do some clever blocking of vehicles and traffic. We'll keep the trucks because I don't know. I guess those are somewhat useful. Is there any way I can do this? Yeah, so now we have a straight line in here. That's nice. All right, let's get some walls in this place. So I think I started working on these walls. Are they terrain confirming? They're not. I don't think there's a huge deal though, but we'll see. All right, here's the first attempt. Let's see how this looks. We might want to do that. Here, I want to go under a bit, and the same is true for this. Actually, this should be the same height as the building. Actually, never mind. Should be a little bit higher up. Push it together. There we go. let's continue. Actually, this should just be aligned to that. So in order to do that, let's get all of these nodes. I might as well just move them right up against that edge. So now everything's matching. Sweet. Here's gonna be a little tricky, but we'll figure something out. Ooh, this is like deep down. There we go. And perhaps, actually, never mind, we'll just do this. Distance is too short. I haven't even clicked on it yet. So now I did. He didn't build a parking lot or place down pedestrian crossing decals yet. Is this real strict? Oh man. Oh man. You just wait and see. There's not enough parking lots in life. So here's going to be interesting, getting this wall. Someone suggested that I should do like a golf course, but I don't know where. Because right now, like pretty much the entire city is like filled. Unless we do it like kind of outside. That could be an interesting project. I've been sort of toying with the idea of having like another train station, like up here. Oh boy, like somewhere there, but I feel like this project is never ending, and I eventually want to get it done, you know. I thought it was going to be done earlier, you know, like maybe a couple months ago. That didn't happen, but I'll keep trying. Wait, is this the wall I'm using? This is not the wall I'm using. Nobody noticed that. And it's probably like one of these walls that I can't upgrade. Okay, no, at least I can upgrade it. Okay, but now I have to go fix them. Nydal Infinity, Nydal off Infinity. Sounds like, what was it? Like Dunder Mifflin Infinity, but no, I think it was like Dunder Flinity. I don't even know. If you watch The Office, you can correct me. I've only watched the show like 4 times already, so. All right, so that kind of looks okay. There's all kinds of wonky things that happen when you're dealing with terrain differences. You kind of get used to it, but it's also very tiring to having to constantly trick it, I mean. So you can see I have like days where I can English better than other days. Today is like, I would say it's like a 6 out of 10. So it could be worse, but it's not amazing. Why do I do this? No need to do this. Why do I don't need to conform to the concrete. If anything, the concrete should conform to me. There we go. Atrabo says, Nydal is the best city of them all. I know, right? or the least bad. I mean, depending on your worldview. Nydal could go for eternity for all I care. I want to see Nydal being ported to City Skylines too. Oh man, I wish that if they ever do another City Skylines, like I don't know, I hope that save games are not portable, and the reason I mean that is not because I don't want my my projects to like live forever or anything, but if they're portable, there's a chance that they're portable because they're kind of using the same engine or like the same technology, and I kind of would hope that City Skylines 2 will have a much better engine for detail. I feel like Transport Fever is like a really good candidate. Like, if you've never done like detailing work so far, I would maybe start with Transport Fever now. I feel like it's a bit more optimized. I don't know how like people that have like a million different custom assets in Transport Fever deal with with like performance. I don't know how bad that is. And don't get me wrong, this game is still like, it's amazing. I would totally start a brand new project on this game if I'm ever done with this. But I don't know. There's like very interesting competitors these days. But hopefully there's a better City Skylines coming up soon. In the meantime, Transport Fever gets slow pretty quickly too. Oh man, yeah. I hope they use Unity, but a newer version. Do you think a newer version of Unity will be, like, how much more optimized newer versions of Unity are, I guess? Will they support ray tracing with RTX? I don't know. I guess that will make it nicer when it rains, which is a mode that I never use in City Skylines anyways, but I don't know. It'd be cool. A newer version will be better for multi-core performance. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, because right now it's using like 2 cores only, right? Let's see. Well, does it tell you how many cores it's using? Very high. I don't think I can tell from that. Stop it. Stop snapping. All right, so here's where it's gonna happen. I might need some extra nodes in here so that the wall doesn't, Actually, did I get extra nodes in here by any chance? I did not. Come on, I know you can do it. There we go. All right, that's a wall, if I've ever seen one. I kind of want to maybe have like a nicer curve of sorts here. So maybe we need another node here as well. Hey Strict, when you're finished with Nydal, do you start a new City Skylines? Maybe. I mean, that's what I was just talking about. I'm not sure. We'll see how long this takes. I might want to do like, I've been thinking about doing, and you can let me know in the chat. We have like a nice sample of 83 people watching. And of course, once this gets to YouTube, I'm sure some people are going to weigh into the comments. But like, after Nydal is done, or even like if we take like a little pause from Nydal, which I don't really like. I like finishing stuff that I start. But I was thinking of doing more like smaller projects. So maybe not necessarily vanilla, but like maybe we can, as a bit of a challenge, do some kind of, hey, let's see what we can come up with this very limited amount of tools, like maybe no DLCs or just like these 5 mods that way like everyone can download the save game and like poke around, because Nydal is kind of the save game at least is very, even when I'm finished and I put it in the workshop for everyone to download, yeah, you're gonna need like a pretty beefy computer and like all these DLCs. So like, I don't know, I feel like I'm living out a lot of people that don't necessarily have all those requirements. So I don't know. I was wondering if maybe there's an opportunity there to do something that, like, it could be vanilla, but like we can have like relight or, you know, like visual mods so that vanilla at least looks not as vanilla-ish. So maybe just like a combination of mods and vanilla assets, and even prop it up to like remove stuff. Like, I don't know. Yeah, no, definitely not full vanilla. I don't have fun with that. I mean, obviously I have to have fun doing this, otherwise I'm not gonna do it. Or I'll do it once and it's not gonna be sustainable. Who would patron saint the church be? Saint be Squigglehausen or something? It's gonna be Saint parking lot, most likely. Man, I really like how this came out. It's pretty cool, actually. I love how it just said, hey, let's do all the buildings first and then details. And then suddenly I spent like an hour detailing this freaking church. But now, in all seriousness, I do want to add some buildings in here. Let's just fill in all these houses because, yeah. This is going to be like embassy row of sorts. Actually, let's go in here for a sec. I've used a whole bunch of these in here as well. I think I want to use some modern buildings in here. So let's start with that. Love to see do a national park, not a recreation or anything. Okay. Isn't that a bit like you tried with Miracle Mile? No, dude, Miracle Mile was like heavily modded. In fact, I think it had like worse frame rate than Nydal. Like it had a lot of props. It was a tiny, I mean, and it was like a combined with another project I did, that Ocampo city I did. It was a Spanish video actually when I tried. I'm constantly running experiments like that, just so you know. But yeah, I thought it was like an interesting challenge. I could even like do it during live streams. There's this video that's like super popular. That's like a speed run in City Skylines. I've been like thinking of doing something like that during a live stream. It will probably take like a whole day. So not necessarily a speed run, but I don't know. I think that speed run that keeps YouTube keeps recommending me is just like unlock all the milestones. Like I don't even know what the milestones are, so I wouldn't know what to actually do. The ski area was amazing. Oh yeah, I love that project too. That one was relatively quick, but like I don't think I can do that every week. Maybe every 2-3 weeks, perhaps. But then like that kills me in terms of the algorithm, which sucks. I hate doing things for the YouTube algorithm because it's like I don't want that to, you know, dictate what I want to do, but I put so much time and effort into making videos that for the YouTube algorithm to like not recommend it enough just because the thing you enjoy is like the schedule is not as reasonable as it once was, so it's kind of sucks. But Ronan, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you made it. All right, let's I must say though, I kind of enjoy not wearing headphones. Like I don't know how the audio is going to be on this one. Hopefully it's not terrible, but I don't think it will be. I mean, otherwise you guys would have complained. I think the audio that's going to get recorded and later be uploaded to YouTube is going to be along the same lines of this. But so let's get a couple of these smaller houses. Where's the gate for this house? It's over on this side. Cool. Let's try to align it to this straight line. They look way more colorful in these thumbnails than when you plop them. I guess we can put this one too, just so that we have slightly different architecture. And it's going to be, yeah, we're going to fence it in just a sec if we have the time, actually, because I kind of have to go in about 30 or so minutes. But I want to get as much work as I possibly can. What if I just leave this house? This is like, no offense to like who made this, but this is like quite possibly the ugliest asset in the game, or at least one of the ugliest. But now that I look at it, it's like so unique that this must be in reference to some real building that looks this ugly. So I don't know. This also, I mean, this one I think can, with a little bit of a PO magic and some props, can be made better. Improved slightly. I guess it's the architecture style is not that pretty in general. That doesn't help. Let's start grading down to like some like medium density stuff in here. These buildings are amazing, by the way. I really like how they look. And that's why I'm plopping them. Though I wish that these would follow the same line. And I know architecturally they're kind of all over the place, but yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. They're European. It's all the same. Do you plan on a new OpenTTD series? Not right now. I think I've done plenty OpenTTD for a bit. I mean, I love the game, and I might actually do some like live collab like I did. Perhaps something like that might be in the might be happening, other than a full series, but. I can barely do things given the time that I have, and I have 2 running series between Nydal and Transport Fever. Transport Fever is like OpenTTD on steroids, so that's good. This kind of sucks. This stupid light is like in the middle. Maybe if we push all these buildings kind of together, there we go. That somehow works. Let's get a couple of these. And let's see, what else can we do? Can hear the fans of my computer churning. Both of them actually, the streaming PC and the gaming PC. They're so unhappy right now. Smaller houses. The cube houses are big mansions by German standards. Yeah, so like the whole point of this is like have like a cluster of like mini mansions on top of the hill, and then like start becoming like less big houses as we go down the hill, if that makes sense. Which is kind of what I'm doing. How about use this one? I think these ones, yeah, these are the same. Okay. Let's see. Well, we have so many in this set. I love having options and not repeating the same building over and over again. The problem is when you have these stupid lights, which I know I can remove, but it's like, I don't want to. If at least I can get it like aligned in between the windows, then I don't know, that's somehow slightly better. What if this was just like that? That's actually not too bad. It gives it a bit of a character. I mean, I would have not chosen that per se. We can do the same over here actually. And we can just brush it up. I really wish that there was a quick way of, wait, really? Shoreline required? No. I wish there was like a quick way of like clearing searches and find it, like a shortcut that, or like whenever I hit my search shortcut, which is command space, like I have Mac shortcuts everywhere, it will just like clear the search. I don't know, I guess it kind of did that, right? But like it should also clear this thing. All right, let's scroll down to where the pretty buildings are. Here we are. Sure, let's go with this one too. Let's see. This one should be kind of in the corner, perhaps. Just put it there for a second, and then we'll address the gap. This one, I usually plop it in like 2 or 3s, just so that we can get like some kind of row housing style going. So align it to that. I think the issue with this traffic light is the road. Like the light should not be on the edge of, I guess it's like considering it more of a suburban road. That's why it's in the wrong place, but we'll fake it now. When do we do that? Ideally, I would like not to cut the window too much, but I don't have a lot of options in here. Let's use this one instead, so as not to repeat the same buildings over and over again. We can do that, and I think we can squeeze in another like one tile building in here. Let's see if we have one. This one's a big. This one is not necessarily one tile, though it looks like it in the thumbnail. I think we were gonna go the Rico thing. There we go. Here's one. All right. We're only halfway there. Actually, not even that. I mean, we've accomplished quite a bit overall. I think if we can somehow get... so, yeah, we have a good 30 minutes. If we can somehow fill the rest of the buildings, then I can do another stream in about a week and a half, and we can, like, detail it. And it's going to be great, and it's going to be done. It's going to be awesome. I said that I wanted some modern buildings here, so let's go ahead and plop them. I usually put these two in pairs as well. I don't know, they feel like they kind of belong together. So let's have them be right up against that. And I guess they're going to be slightly curved. I don't like the fact that this one is so black. Is it because, no, it's just a shade. I do love this brick texture. It looks freaking amazing. So is this one. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. Raise it up a bit. Now bring it down. I guess we could fit a couple extra buildings in here, perhaps. So we're still in Rico. Let's go to ploppable. Let's go growable, actually. Let's look for offices, maybe. Definitely want to have some kind of office building that kind of matches this architecture style. I don't know what the entrance is. That kind of looks like the entrance, but Try to center this as much as we can. That works out. Let's actually do the opposite this time. Let's go to the end. Ooh, I forgot I had these assets. Yes, please. So I can rotate it like this. Bring it a touch up. Man, these slides are on the edge of the sidewalk are really making me struggle. But if I could just have it look like that, it should be fine. Who made these assets? Famelile, I see. For some reason, because they're at the end, because they start with a Z, that's why they're at the end. I don't use them as much. Hey, I usually watch YouTube at 1x speed, so I need to talk a lot faster. Yeah, but then when you watch this at 1.5 times speed, then it's like way too fast. So like that's bad too, right? I do the same, by the way. I was just recommending that to the people watching this on YouTube just a minute ago. Actually, like an hour ago. Let's do other types of houses. It's like more modern style houses. Is there something that can... Yeah, this one can actually fit here. And what do we do with this tiny corner? Can we do something like that? That sort of works. Can bring that up. And this could even be... Actually, I'd prefer if this was like this. And I guess I can have like an alleyway of sorts. These are a little bit too similar to one another. Let me maybe do something with more variety. Where are the entrances to those houses though? Yeah, that's exactly what I was like thinking. It's like, these houses don't have doors. This one does have a door, right? Oh, shit, it doesn't. I guess, yeah, you enter from the rear? That's odd. And now I need a small one. I guess we'll go back to the Rico menu and filling the gaps. This is actually almost the perfect shape. There we go. All right. So that looks slightly better. Oh man, that moire effect on these things is it's for reals. Oh, look at the people using the bike lanes. Nice. Cool, cool. So I want some medium density here and then maybe some low density sort of scattered around this area. I think that's the plan. The sides, I don't think the sides, this side doesn't have anything, and I'm pretty sure this other side doesn't have any doors either, so, The house for burglars? You go in through the window, maybe? Oh, for burglars? Yeah, that's very likely. You know what we need here? Because this grassy thing is driving me nuts, and I can't really wait to not detail it. We can do something like this. Actually, this is not exactly the thing that I was picturing in my mind, but we're doing it now, so. And I'm adding both parking lots and decals at the same time. So now it's officially a Street Toaster stream. I need like a parking lot emote, honestly. I always like, I was trying to think of like cool emotes to have. This will be a good one. You know what we need though here? I want to take advantage of the textures that come with the road network, so we can just have it come to that. So now this like tile thing kind of matches the line. Actually, maybe you can go a little bit, just like a touch there, so we get like a nice line of separation. Yeah, there we go. That looks like it's all like seamless and nice. Top-notch detailing right there. Now I kind of want to do that with everything, but that's just not going to be great for productivity. Keep going to pluggable, but what I want to go is to growables, and see if we can get some more offices in here. Let's try some of these vanilla assets. They're not as pretty, but they're also not terrible. So, you know, not too bad, not too great. This one actually, we want the, I guess we want both. This is the corner. Why is this the corner one? Oh, I guess that's the actual entrance right there. Okay, cool. So maybe let's just stick to one. Oh, perfectly matches the other building, except I need to raise this up so that the door is at the same level of the street. This one's a bit too tall, so maybe not. Is this the one I just used? Oh, by the way, I need to like change this to something decent. There we go. Slightly saturated. Yeah, this one is the one I use. So perhaps let's use this one. And let's check on the colors. I want to make it a bit more orangey. Just sort of go with the theme, the red brick theme. There we go. This one probably be a corner building. It's better suited for that. Fan freaking tastic. Let's get whatever this thing is. No, thank you. This one I'm okay with. It's like a tiny restaurant of sorts. Even though the entrance is on the side, but I guess we can just, you know, fake it like that. I guess we just put it there. Fairly common to enter from the back in Europe. Usually there would be a gap between the buildings. Yeah, I've been kind of putting all the buildings together, but it's true. We could have gaps. The problem, I think the main reason why I don't add gaps is because I kind of feel like then I need to like detail them. So it's like another thing. And it's not just me being lazy, but it's like a lot of effort to put on a thing that nobody would see. So that's mostly why I do it. You kind of have to pick your battles to some degree. How big is this building? Pretty big, so no. There's a lot of versions of this one building. This one's humongous, right? Yeah. Not a fan of that one. What about this one? Kind of like generic looking one. This one is actually not too bad. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, maybe make it a little bit whitish. How do I feel about those signs? They are okay. I would not place them in that specific locations, but I mean, it's like a commercial strip, so it makes sense to have some kind of signage. I guess this building could use a sign. Let's see what we have. Let's go for props. And again, I know that I said I was not going to detail, but I'm detailing it anyways. These are all industrial signs. I wonder if there's like a non-industrial sign that I can put down. And definitely not a road sign. Bike hostel. I know this is exit in what is it, German? But like it kind of looks really cool, like a building sign. Tiffany, no. Spar, no. I don't have a lot of signs. So that's the first issue here. Morello's. What are the brands that City Skylines has? Like, I know Jubilee's one. And that's about it. Gaps don't look good. They don't look that good if they're not detailed. Usually in Europe, every gap is filled with small gardens. Yeah, exactly. Did I pronounce Ausgang badly? I'm sorry. Burned coffee. Randy's. Flaming rings. Surprised they're not coming up in these things. We can do something like this too. Maybe something a bit more modern. Ideally something that's visible. I'm not gonna waste too much time with these signs though. There was like a whole set of hanging signs just somewhere around here. Yeah, like one of these cafes. I don't know that. There we go. Now it looks like a shop. Cool. Okay. So let's add some houses back here. I think I'm going to start copying and pasting houses from this area. So that. Just at random. And then we'll move in place. Keep clicking on the house without moving. And it pops up that annoying tooltip thing. And let's see, I guess we'll grab one of these guys. Did I grab that already? I did. Actually, it might be easier if I just simply go ahead and grab like a whole bunch at once. All right, so that should be enough for the time being. So let's get these houses. Hotel sign will be cool. I don't think I have a hotel sign. Yeah. I have hotels, but not signs. Should probably get like a pack of signs. So let's have like 2 sets of these sort of row houses. Go away, stupid sign. Or stupid tooltip. Maybe move that over there. So there. I guess we can get this house. And here. Have it come right up against the edge. So there's going to be hedges pretty much spacing these out. And here's going to be the other house. like right there, and that should be enough for this block. Actually, let's do some hedge action here real quick. And I want to do net structures, and I think this hedge is good. It's kind of tall though. What about this one? This one's more like it. No, this is like overkill. Let's do fence instead. And yeah, let's just do this. And perhaps do that. There we go. And here, I think we're gonna have to go across up to here and somehow make it so that it looks like this, you know, it belongs. We can do that. There we go. Kind of cheaty way of not getting rid of the swings. And that. And I think over here it's just going to be a regular fence like this. Actually, better than that, it's going to be this fence. Get like another node in there. Fantastic. Why can't I move this? There we go. What's the name of this prop? Is it, this is what I wanted. I want to have like a little hedge here for this house. Actually, it can just be that. And I think we can get like a regular hedge, like a 3D hedge. What's the one that's terrain conforming? I think it's this one, right? Yeah. So let's use this one instead. Oh no. What is happening here? Why are you upgrading? I thought we... Oh, jeez. I thought this was like disabled. What else got updated? This is not good. This is not good at all. God dang it. Okay, this is kind of worrisome. Like, houses should not upgrade. I have like 5 mods that like prevent that from happening. Yeah, but I don't want to make it this might be a keyword. This might be a move it thing. The whole point is not to make every house historical, because every house is hysterical. But dang, okay. I remember there was like a bug or something, not a bug, just like a limitation of move it that prevented houses from being historical or something like that. Let's get that going in here. Get that going in there too. it needs to be historical. No, I mean, I'm not making. Yeah, I guess they're all historical by default. But why did that one upgrade it? Should not have deleted. I should have checked. So like, if I copy this. I think this was the house. I guess it's similar. We can put these two together. So now, yeah, this one is historical. Interesting. I wonder, maybe I accidentally clicked on it because I was getting that window a lot, so maybe I just unchecked it. That could be a thing. Because none of the other buildings look like they are upgrading. Like all of these, for example. So maybe it's why it was my bad. Public roles makes building historical to stop this and move it copies this flag. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. That's why I mentioned maybe it was move it, not copying the flag. But I guess that's not the case. We'll see if he happens again. If he happens again, then I'll send you the Savium and you can redo all the detailing. I mean, that's the warranty, right? That comes in with move it. It was like written in the workshop, right? Under there. Yeah, let's fix this because it's ugly AF. So we're gonna elbow this thing. Actually, ooh, that was really bad. Oh, I have terrain conforming. That's also not great. Didn't notice that. All right, so that's all looking nice. We got this fence prop in there. We'll add more trees and things later on. But I think, yeah, so let's get these houses all the line to here. Where's the entrance of this house? I don't even know. I think this is the main entrance, right? And we should probably update this road as well. Let's get that fancy one with the bike lanes, but without the bike lane, just parking. Yeah, this one. So that. Question to, well, whoever's watching right now. So it's a question on mechanical keywords. So those of you who know a little bit about mechanical keywords, where can I get like decent custom keycaps, but like maybe like, so here's the thing. Most of the custom keycaps that I've seen have like terrible font choices. Like 90% of them are just god awful. I don't want anything that looks gamer or, you know, like ideally I would like Mac keycaps. This is for like Cherry MX keys. So I'm wondering where I can like get them or like straight up, you know, make my own. And the quality of the keycaps is like decent because this keyword that I have, it's like it has like a little texture. It's fine, but you know, could be better probably. If there's like a website or something like that, feel free to link it in the chat or in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube later. If City Skylines 2 will ever be a thing, I hope it won't have flat intersections. I somehow doubt that. I mean, hopefully, yeah, who knows? But I don't think it won't not have flat intersections. This building is a little bit too... Let's swap it with this one. So let's delete you. It's gonna bring you here. I was gonna say that I hope if there is a City Skylines 2 version that it comes built in with Move It, but if it does, then it's probably not gonna be such a good version of Move It as the one we have right now. So maybe not. I guess if it's implemented into the game, then like all these things of like moving things around and getting all laggy, I don't know, maybe that would not be a thing anymore. I don't know, Kiwo, you're the expert here, so. Cool, so we can keep that mini mansion there. We're gonna have a row house for this design. I need to use this function more often. Or I could just simply do this. Line this one, and everything is fine. So I want to delete the intermediate houses. And get those that way. That's looking nice. Let's get a couple more in here, and I think I'm gonna wrap this up because it's already getting kind of light. So grovels, we want houses. Well, that's like room for maybe 2 houses tops. I guess I can just put down some, well, no, maybe this doesn't look European. This one has a bunch of built-in crap. This one's a bit too... Okay, fine. No, let's... What do I want? I want something that's more standalone and doesn't have things on the side. Oh, this is a tiny little house. Kind of fits what I'm looking for. All right, so let's get some fences in the back, net structures. Let's use this wire fence. And I think we can just cut through here like so. This got a big plot of land. Good for them. I wonder if I should... Yeah, I might as well. I guess here we can switch it up like that. I know some of these plots don't make a ton of sense. But it's just mostly to have some kind of visual separation between the different houses. And here, though, we'll stick to maybe these. Can they be connected? They can. Good. For some bonus privacy. Some privacy points. Are you planning on doing more tram or bus lines videos? Yes. Actually. I don't know if you're asking because I mentioned that already or because you missed it when I mentioned it. But next week, or actually this coming week, there's going to be a video that's already queued up for Patreons and Twitch subs. So if you want to watch it now, that's one way you can do it. But it's here. Can I bring it here? Here's a little preview. I'm going to show you the first few seconds of it. And yeah, it's going to be great. And this is the point of view that you should expect from it. And this is all that I'm going to show you. So stay tuned for next week. That's coming up. Like I designed like all the sounds and everything. Like I put quite a bit of effort into that video, so I'm really happy with how it looks. And it's also timed with the release of the actual trams. They're finally out in the workshop. I mean, there will be. Right now, it's unlinked or unlisted, I guess. But it's coming up. It's coming up, and it's pretty great. I'm looking for a hedge here. Oh, I forgot that you could raise these ones up and down. Great, because I want to have something like this. And yeah, I guess we can just... Oh, cool. So you've seen it. Yes, so to answer your question properly, I am planning on doing basically a video for every bus line and every tram line. It wasn't super difficult to put together, so that's sustainable when it comes to like me being able to make a lot of them. That's usually like my metric. I want to put a few of these trees in here just so that you get some greenery. But now that I've done the first one, I think if I do more of them, they should come up slightly faster. All right, just some random trees scattered throughout the landscape. I guess might as well add a few over in this side for a good measure. forgot I'm in the super brush mode, so I'm plumping a lot more than I need. Anyways, that looks pretty good. So I think I'm gonna have to wrap things up. But man, this is already looking sick, if I do say so myself. Let me go into the full screen mode. Start the simulation actually. See what happens. Yeah, this is totally not what I had in mind, but I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I obviously need to add a bunch more buildings here and all the fencing inside, and we definitely have to finish this cemetery. We have a lot of people in here that are already parking, going there. We still have to do a lot of detail work in this area as well. But yeah, things are moving. Things are moving, and it's looking good. So this video is probably gonna hit YouTube. I don't know, what is it today? It's Wednesday, probably Friday. The next Lone Butte episode, it's coming up a few days after that. And then the tram video that I just showcased, and then we'll see. Might do another live stream or something like that. So for the people watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button if you enjoy this super long video. And hopefully you'll be here for the next one. All right, bye everyone.